Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks News Pack for Friday, June 17th. Of course, you can follow us all on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com Shifts and Pucks, Twitch.com Shifts and Pucks. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. As we are waiting here, we have a couple days off between Game 1 and Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, and between Tampa Bay and Colorado. Not a lot of news coming out of anything there in terms of anything significant. Tampa Bay practicing with the following lines: Stamkos, Palat, Kucherov, Cirelli, Killorn, Hagel, Point, Colton, Paul, Maroon, Belmar, and Perry. Andrew Cogliano skated today. I think Nazem Kadri skated today as well. Not sure if they will be in the lineup there. So we'll have to hear more about that. But that's where we're at for game two. And so let's go through the news. There was a lot of news going on, though, yesterday, and we'll start with a trade. We have our first off-season trade as a Nashville, it actually does affect Nashville, but a former Nashville Predators defenseman, Montreal Canadiens defenseman, Shea Weber. His contract was traded to the Vegas Golden Knights for Evgeny Dadonov. If you remember, Evgeny Dadonov was actually traded last year to the Anaheim Ducks, but Anaheim was part of his no-trade list. So Dadonov, however, they did get him traded. 43 points last year, Dadonov, 20 goals, 23 assists. He was the trade last time was John Moore for Ryan Kessler, conditional second round pick in either the 2023 or 2024 NHL draft. He signed a 3-year contract with Ottawa back in 2020 with a limited no trade clause. He was then traded to the Golden Knights, so now he is a member of the Montreal Canadiens. Weber, of course, had an injury last year, did not play, is not expected to play again. So Vegas will be able to put him on LTIR. So this helps also Montreal because you still have the Carey Price issue to put on LTIR, and you're allowed to do so. Montreal allows Montreal to do some things. If Montreal not expected to compete next year. They've got a lot of good players coming up, though. But not right now. A little bit of ways from that right now in Montreal. So Dadonov can be someone that you could make at a trade deadline acquisition for another asset, similar to what Vancouver did a few years ago, acquiring Thomas Vanek and then getting Tyler Mott in a trade. That's something similar that could happen there as well. So first trade, Dadonov for Shea Weber's contract. It became official today. The Philadelphia Flyers did announce and had the press conference of John Tortorella joining the Philadelphia Flyers as their new head coach. And, of course, coached a lot, took the year off, coached in Columbus. 673 wins in his entire NHL career. Of course, the Stanley Cup championship back in 2004 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. 64 years old. He says he was very excited to be joining such a historic and well-expected franchise like the Flyers. He said he's going to get this team right going. He's going to coach. They were asking about words by rebuild or retool. I did listen to the Tortorella press conference. He's just going to coach the best that he can. He's looking forward to coaching players like Kevin Hayes. He talked about his experience with Cam Atkinson. Of course, Cam Atkinson tweeted LFG today. Brandon Dubinsky tweeted prayer emoji. He prayed. He was coaching with John Tortorella, was coached by John Tortorella with the New York Rangers. Tortorella is a polarizing guy, but it seems like Tortorella is going through a change. He's 673, 541, 132, 37 ties, 1,383 games, coached the Rangers, Lightning, Canucks, and Blue Jackets. He's the 14th winningest coach in NHL history. Stirred the pot because he made two controversial comments as an analyst on ESPN. The first one is he felt like Connor McDavid needed to change his game, which did not set people the right way because, people watch Connor McDavid and think he's the best player in the world, and what the heck does he need to change? But I thought we saw some changes in Connor McDavid's game. The second thing is his controversy around the Trevor Zegras lacrosse-style goals, and he said he didn't like it. He felt that it was showing players up, and that set some people afloat as wrong. Tortorella has a way of doing things, and some people will absolutely not like it, and there will be some players that will be really bothered by it. There will be other players that will enjoy it, and I ultimately think that this is the Flyers should be going in a different direction. They are not going to go in a different direction. Comcast does not believe in going in that direction, so they're going to take Tortorella. They're going to see what he can do, and I think he's going to get this team going in the right direction. They want to get off to a better start in Philadelphia, and I think in that Metropolitan Division, when you've got Pittsburgh, you've got Washington Rangers, it's a really competitive division. You need to get off to a better start, and especially I think ultimately for the teams in the Eastern Conference, the way that the playoffs went, you can't fall out, because if you fall out, you're not going to come back. So that will be important for Philadelphia as well. So John Tortorella hired. Of course, we know Bruce Cassidy will be the coach in Vegas. He used to coach in Boston. Watch for the name in Boston. An interesting name has appeared, and as a possibility, there's tossing some names out. Marc Savard could be a candidate. Of course, he is the coach of the Windsor Spitfires, who lost in Game 7 to the OHL final to the Hamilton Bulldogs. Wonder if Marc Savard in Boston, he played there for a number of years, has connections there. That could be a guy. There could be a connection there. Marc Savard in Boston. Jeff Merrick brought that up on the 32 Thoughts podcast. I thought I would bring that up as well. Marc Savard could be an option there as well. So that's the other news. Nashville. News out of Nashville about ownership. And they were trying to keep this somewhat quiet, but this is going to have some interesting verifications here on a number of levels. Former Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam is reportedly purchasing the Nashville Predators, and there was no news or no report that the Predators are up for sale, but it looks like they were, and he's going to make it looks like that is to purchase. According to Sportico, the estimate value of the purchase is worth $680 million, or that's what they estimate the team value is at. Haslam was a Republican governor for Tennessee from 2011 to 19. He was considered the wealthiest elected official of all time in 2015. He has a net worth, according to Forbes, of $2.3 billion. Now, again, and another issue here, though, and there have been a couple of tweets reporting this, is he voted against gay marriage as a Republican. And is this the type of guy that we want in hockey? Not sure. That is going to be I'm not sure. That's not sure. No, we don't need that type of person in hockey. That's a bit concerning for a number of people, where we are talking and we are continuing the conversation around getting hockey being more exclusive. It is Pride Month in June. We have the first openly gay player playing in a Memorial Cup tournament in Luke Prokop. Number of other people have shared their stories, players like Hillary Knight. Just uncomfortable. But Haslam is the reported purchaser of the Nashville Predators. His brother Jimmy owns the Cleveland Browns. Current owners of Predators, Predator Holding LLC, is a privately owned company, and they purchased the franchise back in 2007. So that's some news going on there as well. In New York, Sammy Blais has agreed to sign a 1-year contract with the New York Rangers. He was out since November, been playing with an ACL injury. 26-year-old, 4 goals, 14 assists. He was traded for Batvel Buchnevich in the second round, acquired from St. Louis, and a second round pick in the 2022 draft for Pavel Buchnevich in July 23rd. 39 points in 133 regular season games with the Blues, 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists in 27 playoff games with the Blues, 6th round pick in the 2014 National Hockey League draft. Won a cup with the Blues back in 2019. So that is what's there going on there with that. As mentioned, Memorial Cup will start Monday. We have the team set. It's the Edmonton Oil Kings, Hamilton Bulldogs, Shawinigan Carita Cats, and St. John Sea Dogs. Of course, it's in St. John. First game, St. John versus Hamilton. That will be on Monday. And congratulations to Area 51. They have announced that we've expanded the coverage. Not only are we covering WHL, but OHL and QMJHL coverage for next year. So that's exciting to add that content, adding more writers there. So that's what's going on with juniors. And then the Ivan Holinka tournament is going on in Red Deer. That will be July 31st to August the 6th. And then some Canucks news I wanted to get into here as well. And this is sort of the a bit of a shocker within the Vancouver community here. This is a tweet from Ian McIntyre. Stunned that Canucks restructuring has pushed out VP of Comms Chris Brumwell after 18 years. Not only outstanding at his job, but one of the most genuinely good people you'll ever meet. Someone is going to get a hell of a PR free agent. So lots of restructuring. Chris Brumwell, though, out as VP in VP of Communications. Wonder if this is the first misstep of the Rutherford Alvin era. I think everything has felt a bit stable, but this is a bit of a surprising one for a lot of people to take and look into as well. So that will be interesting to see. It's not an on-ice issue, but it is a issue. Also, Corey Hirsch announced that he is leaving Sportsnet 650. He's moving full-time into mental health initiatives. He is a mental health advocate, focusing on his book that he wrote, podcast, Blindsiders with the Players Tribune, and speaking at the ICBA BC Wellness Program. Now, he tweeted that out yesterday, so all the best to Corey Hirsch. All the best, by the way, to Dan O'Connor, who announced he's moving on to the UBC Sports Program from his play-by-play duties with the Vancouver Giants as well. So that covers the news for today. Of course, Game 2 tomorrow, Stanley Cup Final, Tampa Bay, Colorado, in Denver. Follow us all individually. We will be back with a podcast. I think we are scheduling for Tuesday. We're still working on that, but you can follow us all individually on Twitter. Sean Beardy Canucks 03, Tyler TNOBLE, Chris Snines SCHNEIDZ, Devin Gordhow 09. Our pod clips we'll be doing and looking at doing some off-season profiles of the teams here. You'll be seeing those clips out as well. I'll be working on those. Hope to get them all done by July 13th. So we have some that we've done in podcasts. I'm just creating in clips. We'll have to discuss some other ones as well, but we'll be adding that as well. But thanks, everyone. I'm, of course, KVULE, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Subscribe wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening. We'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.